guess my point there is they can become so good that everybody uses them.
Right.
Yeah. Oh well.
Well, wouldn't that be horrible if that were your name?
Yes. Again, the worst case scenario. Oh, everybody loves my product. Oh no.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. So, what else about that process?
Let's see. Well, I think more than a patent is your website. I mean, that is what I think is more important than securing a patent is securing your web address.
So that people can come, everybody goes to the web now and checks on everything anyway.
Yes.
Okay, so that they can come and get all the information they want from your website.
Yes, I mean, that's my feeling is if you're going to spend the money, don't spend it on a patent. Spend it on making sure you're not infringing on someone else's patent, or else you will not only get your cease and desist letter, but if you're very successful, you'll get sued, and you will lose the money that you have earned.
Okay.
But and the other thing I think, as when we were talking about patents, one thing I didn't add is I've worked on enough products with 3 or 4 patents that were very successful, and then someone jumps into the marketplace and changes one ingredient or one design element and jumps in and then takes the market share away for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And they don't necessarily have to be ethical, because one of the things that I have found in this is one of my big frustrations with infomercials, and working with a company like Salton, who is extremely ethical, and I'm not frustrated that they're ethical, but they are terrified of being sued.
So they're overcautious.
So over-conservative that any product that they promote, they are so concerned. I was working on a toothbrush, and because the toothbrush, in my opinion, was far superior, is to this day. I use it, and there are all these other toothbrushes on the market, Sonicare, Trio, all these great toothbrushes on the market, which I have all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I still use this other toothbrush that I worked on with Sultan.
Mm-hmm.
Sultan was so concerned that one of the competitors, who actually did send letters, because when we had clinical studies, we had all these studies out, but they were so concerned about putting the data out without years and years of backup, that they were going to get sued by the 100-pound giant, which was Optiva, then acquired by Philips. Mm-hmm. That they didn't want to ruffle any feathers, so they didn't want to put any claims out. Yeah.
And then you can't make the claims. How are you going to sell it?
Yeah. And I'll tell you, to this day, the toothbrush still is far superior to anything out there.
Interesting.
But it made me so sad. But they were, Sultan's a very ethical company, and they're very cautious. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So.
Well, when you're big like that, people come after you. They want their money.
And they did.
Yeah.
And they did.
Okay.
So.
All right. So what else? What else would you add?
I would add to whatever you do, pay for it up front. Do not give away your shares.
I think a lot of people would have questions about all this process. How can they contact you?
They can email me.
Okay, we'll put the email up right there across the thing there, so you can look at it and you can write it down and email her directly. Don't email me about infomercials, because I don't know anything. Everything I know, I just learned it here too. Yeah.
Yeah, I work as a consultant, so they can email me and I can set something up. But
they have to have $250,000 up front. They better be ready with that $250,000, and they better have your fee ready. Whatever that is. Yes. They can email you to find out what that is.
Yes, they can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't necessarily, I mean, I can do the infomercials, but I prefer to work as the consultant to just steer you through.
Okay. So what would that be? Would that be, if the analogy is a movie, would you be the producer? What's the analogy? If you were, the role you would play, if somebody came to you and said, I got this great product, and you took it through the process of testing it and the rollout and all that kind of stuff, what would just consultant?
Well, I mean, I've been writer, director, producer of every infomercial.
Right. So you
I've
you
worked
can do
on.
all the roles, but
Yes.
but this specific role you're talking about now.
Now.
What would be the title of that role?
Consultant.
Consultant. Okay,
Yes.
just consultant. Okay. All right. So anything else you want to say about this infomercials? All that.
Now is a great time to do your own business. So if you're going to if you're going to be in business for someone, you should be in business for yourself.
Oh, and all those people saying that it's not a good time, they're not right because it's contrarianism. The bailouts are squeezing money out of people. The people who have too much debt are finding trouble staying in business. During the boom, there was more demand. What do you say? Supply. That's where supply was expanding faster than demand. That's why everybody wants granite countertops, but there's 100 granite countertop companies down in Seattle, so the supply was expanding faster than demand. Now, supply is contracting faster than demand is contracting, so you're getting a net increase in demand in the marketplace right now. The people who are contracting have no choice. They can't service the debt, or they can't get the financing they need because the banks are holding on to all the money. Yikes. More information from Andrea. Email her directly. See, it's right there. And then I also wanted to say Tanqueray number 10, made with the finest botanicals and brewed to perfection. Drink responsibly. There. No, that's just infomercials. How about this? How Small Business Trades Worldwide. That's the book we've been talking about all the time. Available on Amazon and your favorite bookseller. There. Okay, good. I think we're done.
I think that's great.
Okay. Of course, I edited all that up.
Wailua River Valley is where I used to play. The canyons of Waimea, standing all